Imagine waking up one morning with a heaviness in your body. You can explain a silent alarm your life whispered, but you didn't hear. Now imagine that heaviness turned into a diagnosis that shakes you to your core. Liver cancer? This is not just a story of illness, it's a journey of courage, hope, and reclaiming life. So stay with me, because what you're about to hear could change the way you live and protect the life you love. Liver cancer can feel like an invisible enemy. It often develops quietly, with few early warning signs, and that's what makes it so dangerous. Your liver works tirelessly every second of every day, filtering your blood, storing energy, helping you digest food, a silent worker behind the scenes of life itself. And when something disrupts that harmony, the effects ripple through your entire body. So what causes liver cancer? There isn't just one answer, and that's what makes understanding this disease so important. In many cases, liver cancer begins because of long-term damage to liver cells. Chronic infections with hepatitis B or C viruses are among the biggest triggers. These viruses silently damage the liver over years, sometimes decades, causing inflammation that eventually leads to cancerous changes. That's why in many regions of the world, especially in parts of Asia and Africa, liver cancer rates are significantly higher. The virus is widespread, and healthcare systems have struggled to provide screening and treatment for millions. But viruses aren't the only culprits. Long-term alcohol abuse takes a toll. Every drink you have passes through your liver. Day after day of heavy drinking causes cells to become inflamed, scarred, and less effective. Eventually, this can evolve into cirrhosis, a condition that sets the stage for liver cancer. And it's not only traditional alcohol. Increasingly, lifestyle shifts and patterns of drinking among younger adults are contributing to rising liver disease rates in unexpected places. Then there's non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, NAFLD, a condition linked to obesity, diabetes, and unhealthy diets. Imagine your liver as a kitchen when too much fat accumulates. The workspace gets cluttered, functions slow down, and over time, damage accumulates. NAFLD used to be rare, but today it's becoming one of the fastest-growing causes of liver cancer, especially in regions with rising obesity and sedentary lifestyles. Poor diet, sugary drinks, and lack of exercise all add to this burden. Other influences include exposure to certain chemicals and toxins, aflatoxin from contaminated foods. Industrial chemicals and some environmental pollutants can all increase risk. These factors intertwine with life realities. People in certain jobs, certain regions, certain socioeconomic conditions face higher exposure. And even genetics can play a role, nudging some livers toward vulnerability more easily than others. So what does liver cancer feel like? That's a story many don't realize until it's advanced. Early on, symptoms are often subtle: fatigue that won't quit, a dull ache or fullness in the upper belly, loss of appetite, unexplained weight loss, nausea. Later, more noticeable signs may appear: yellowing of the skin or eyes, jaundice, swelling in the abdomen, itchy skin, or dark urine. You might dismiss these as stress or aging, but together they paint a pattern that should never be ignored, because early detection matters. When liver cancer is caught early, before it has spread, treatment options are far more effective. Yet many people are diagnosed too late, because symptoms appeared only after significant progression. This is where public awareness becomes life-saving awareness. Diagnosis begins with your doctor listening to your history, your risks, your body. Blood tests can measure levels of certain proteins like alpha-fetoprotein that rise with many liver tumors. Imaging like ultrasound, CT scans, or MRI lets doctors see inside your liver with precision. In some cases, a biopsy may be taken, gently retrieving a small piece of tissue for closer examination under a microscope. Together, these tools help guide the best possible plan forward. And now, the turning point in our story: treatment and hope. Liver cancer treatment has evolved dramatically in recent years. In the past, options were limited mostly to surgery, removing part of the liver or, when possible, a full liver transplant. Surgery remains a cornerstone, and the liver's incredible ability to regenerate gives many patients a remarkable chance at recovery. But that's not all. Minimally invasive techniques like radiofrequency ablation, using heat to destroy tumors, and transarterial chemoembolization, delivering chemotherapy directly to the cancer, offer powerful alternatives for those who can undergo major surgery. And the most exciting breakthroughs are happening in targeted therapies and immunotherapy medicines that specifically attack cancer cells or empower your immune system to fight them more effectively. These treatments are turning formerly grim prognoses into stories of survival and long-term control. Scientists are now learning to tailor therapies to specific genetic and molecular features of the tumor. And this kind of personalized medicine wasn't even imaginable a decade ago. Across the world, new research centers are collaborating to accelerate breakthroughs because cancer doesn't respect borders, and neither should science. This global effort gives millions hope that tomorrow's liver cancer treatments will be even more effective, with fewer side effects and with cures within reach for many more people. But healthcare professionals aren't the only heroes here. There's something powerful each of us can do to prevent this disease in the first place. Start with vaccination. The hepatitis B vaccine is one of the most effective tools against liver cancer ever created. It trains your immune system to recognize and destroy the virus before it can take hold. In many countries, childhood vaccination programs have dramatically reduced new hepatitis B infections, and years from now, liver cancer rates are expected to drop as a result. If you or your loved ones haven't been vaccinated, talk to a health provider about protection. Lifestyle choices also matter deeply. Healthy food, rich in fruits, vegetables, whole grains, lean proteins feeds your liver the nutrients it needs to function and heal. Limiting alcohol, staying active, maintaining a healthy weight. These aren't just habits, they're daily investments in your future. Avoiding exposure to harmful chemicals at work or in your environment, and advocating for safer conditions. These are ways you can protect not just yourself, but your community. And don't forget regular checkups. If you have chronic liver disease from hepatitis, fatty liver, or long-term alcohol use, monitoring with your doctor gives you the best chance of catching problems early when they're easiest to treat, which brings us back to you. This story, your life, is still being written. Even if you're hearing about liver cancer for the first time, you now hold knowledge that can protect you and the people you care about. If you reach someone who has walked this path, either yourself or with a loved one, know this, you are not alone. Every new treatment, every breakthrough, every survivor's story pushes humanity forward. Progress means more people beating this disease, more time with family, and more tomorrows lived fully. So let this not be a story of fear, but of empowerment. Let the weight you learn today fuel the choices you make tomorrow. Be proactive, be informed, be your own advocate. Share this message with those you love. Ask the tough questions. Get screened. Get vaccinated. Choose health with intention. Because liver cancer is powerful, but it's not unbeatable. With knowledge, with early action, with the incredible advances of modern medicine, more people than ever are writing new chapters of recovery and hope. Today, we fight with science, with community, and with unwavering belief in the possibility of healing. Thank you for listening. Take this hope with you and let it guide you toward life, health, and a future worth living.